And we're back to another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator, the IT expansion. I'm your host, RPG Guy, and let's get started, shall we? So when we last left off, we made ourselves some more money. No matter how you work that. And then there's going to be some cash. And it looks like we've got a build and 3 upgrades slash repairs, whatever it ends up becoming. I believe we bought all that last episode. So let's see here. My PC is acting really weird and everything is loading super slow. Can you scan viruses and run byteback? That's helped me before. There are also a bunch of files that on here that aren't mine, like cookbooks. I never installed cookbooks. I don't want it. So what is it? Run viruses and byteback. Remove cookbooks. Maybe I should be glad I'm not completely crazy. Broke. It's not completely broken this time, but it's driving me crazy. Someone moved my plant out in the hall again. This can't keep happening. She has a very sensitive root structure at this time of year. You 100% swear it's not you, because if it's not you, then who? I don't have enemies. Everyone loves me. It's like this office is cursed or something. Oh my god. Is that why this room is empty? So we need to remove viruses, run byteback, and remove cookbooks from Phil's machine here. That's a straight up instant fix. So instant is not the fair word, but we gotta remove cookbooks. No. Virus scan. And byteback. We'll run clean it as well. And while we're here, we'll do that. Again, I remember saying in the past we're not going to overdo anything, but just to make sure he gets everything he needs, we're just going to clean those files. That and his hard drive runs really fast, or his computer runs really fast, so really no reason not to. So this guy is just done. Nothing much to it. All right. A most amusing blunder. Yes, I have another computer in the quantum realm, but this time I know exactly what happened. I'll need another test machine. Then they can run video capture software at 4K to record the transportation process in full. Well, if Capital is the only Irritech approved capture software, it would be easiest if you could install it for me. Also, a small accidental test with a banana has revealed that the atom beam works best at wavelengths around 580 nanometers. Whatever. Perhaps you could change the internal wiring to yellow. It may help to survive rematerialization. Well, cover me in custard and call me a gooseberry, because I've been quite the fool. There it was, rematerializing solid matter without sparing a thought for particular angular momentum. No wonder the prototypes was failing. And such an obvious mistake too. Poor Dirac must be spinning in his grave. No pun intended. I'll be ready to try to get a CC slot. Apply me with another machine. So he needs it to run Capital at 4 freaking K. Wow. So we need to go to Capital 4K. So easily he needs 32 gigs of memory. It's gonna be a beast of a machine, but we got $3,000 max to work with. So first, let's get us a case. We'll go with something with. Let's go with that. Case there. Storage. He needs over 240. So there's 250. You'll need a pretty good power supply, so we're gonna go all the way to 750. The cheapest 750 that we can get, give or take. We need a 2080. So with 8 gigs of video memory, okay, 32 gigs. It's gonna be a lot of 3200. Yeah, we don't need anything too fast, but we do want about 30,000 to 3,200 to be sufficient. Yeah, even get it down to 3,000. Boom, there's a 32 gig. And now we're looking at processor. So we're i5 7600. There we go, right there. So we need to, strangely, a Ryzen 3 quad core 3100 is just as good. We'll go with the 3300, I think. Boom. Boom. We'll go with the Steel Legend. And then we need yellow cables. Boom. Okay, so that is going to run us about 2 of the 3 grand he wants, which is fine because that's the whole point, so we make a grand off this build. All right. Into Sony, whatever. Oh, yes, I need at least 1 terabyte of storage so I can get started on a new project. Not sure what yet, but it doesn't matter as long as it's big and complicated enough to distract me from myself. Actually, maybe you can install Sellout too. It's super easy to get a lot in a spreadsheet. I once spent 3 weeks on a formula, and I think I could break that record. Required by February 7th. I'm such a dork. I tried emailing Leia, but I couldn't think of anything to say, so I just said hi because I thought maybe that would be like cool and mysterious, man. But I realized right away that no, that was dumb. So I tried to send a follow-up, but I froze up and then I accidentally hit send instead of discard, and I sent her an email that literally said, sorry, why am I like this? Don't mind me. I'm just going to curl up into a ball, try not to think about it. Wow, this guy's pathetic. Okay, so he needs 1 terabyte of storage. Go to PC. Now, before we just start throwing, you know, him things in the computer, we need to make sure he has room for that. And it looks like he does. So yes, we can easily add a terabyte storage to his rig here. So we're just going to go here, shop, to storage, and 1 TB is right there. They don't have it in Martoni, so boom. Okay. Roy's and O'Leary, right? Enough playing around. Todd from the server team is obviously involved. He probably built some fancy technical yoke to hide the stolen money in the cloud. I'm no expert, but I need a lot of juice. I want you to upgrade his power supply. I bet that he needs a lot of juice. I want you to upgrade his power supply. I'll put a hardware monitor on it once you're done. Best run a network check too. He may have changed his connection parameters to avoid detection. This clown flew under my radar for a while, I'll admit. Wasn't even a suspect until yesterday. I was doing a bit of digging, asking around, careful like no one, admitting to knowing anything, but your man here started asking if I might have made a mistake with the figures. Classic redirection. He's got guilty written all over him. You just need to figure out if he's involved. Got some neck on him, too. Me make a mistake. My numbers are solid as a rock. So, Cooler Master V850 Gold. We're just going to get that. So, Cooler Master V850 Gold. So, let's see here. Cooler Master 850 V850 Gold. Ooh. A version 2 or a version 1? We'll put version 2 in there. It says that or better, but let's see what it actually says in the... It says V850 Gold or better. So we'll do a gold. Remove the version 2. I'd rather be specific than not specific. So put Roizen's out here. Oh, hey, this is my case, I think. It looks like it. So, well, for those of you who know, I got a new computer. This looks exactly like it. Really quick, we can just go to... No, that's not what I wanted. Yep. Mine's the XL though, so this is exact. But other than that, this is the same tower. Other than that, it's the same brand and everything. Neat, and it does not have that thing on the glass in front of it. All right, so let's order these parts on same day by now. Let's get this where we want it. Yeah, mine is bigger than this, size-wise. Okay, now let's do... Nope. There we go. For some reason, I was having a moment. Okay, let's get to our little tickets here. We're not on that. Not on that one. We're on this dude. Install sellout. All right. Okay, so this guy's done. This one's the data check. That's the power supply. So we'll run this sucker with it. God, I didn't remove it. Remove. I believe that's all he wanted. Alright, let's check Royce in here. Yeah. So that should be done. And then we gotta do this dude who needs Emily here. Who wants capital, but also demands that we put in yellow cables. Get her stuff in there. Memory. Sale. Boom shakalaka laka bibbidi bop. Okay, and so don't see that many yellow cables, but it must be because we put it on. So all right, she's done. And of course we're gonna save as per usual and see what happens here. Excellent. And now let's see here. And now the next test can be begin. Are you ready to receive the computer? I tell you, I'm as giddy as a rocking horse. Oh god. You're not the worst of them, eh? Cracking job. Now, to get this monitor installed, got a great discount from a guy on the net. He guaranteed it's not illegal. Just have to figure out how to hook it to the power cables without getting electrocuted. Okay. Thanks, dog. I can throw myself into my work and never send another email again. Thanks for helping out. I'm still kind of rattled. And this office was supposed to be my one chance at true happiness. Yeah, sure. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and make it a brand order. And we'll take a look here at what's going down. So we got 4 computers, 2 diagnostics, and 2 upgrades. A broken printer just right out the gate. Just needs a good whacking. There we go. It was jammed. Alright. Let's take a look what we got here. Still digging for a key. It'll look funny, our NetSecure product key on the last PC, but the guy used a few rigs, so I'll just keep digging. I think this new one might have gotten scavenged for parts at some point. Need you to replace whatever's missing so it can boot. Would it be useful if you used Corsair parts? We're thinking of using them in server blades, so this could be a good trial. There's still nothing for a NetSecure Pro 4 product key. Not exactly what I had in mind when I got hired as the information security officer. So this computer doesn't boot, is my understanding here. And as it doesn't boot, it's because it's probably missing parts. So yeah, it's not booting. I see there's a power supply missing. We can clearly see through there. I see some solid state drives. It's missing memory. So hold on. We've got some memory. Pop that in. Pop that in. Now they're not Corsair, so okay, let's see if it boots. Okay, it boots. So let's take this out because we need Corsair. Which means we go here, power supply. We'll buy the cheapest one. Memory. Buy the cheapest one. All right. He's squared away once that comes in. Aha. If these readings are correct, my computer has successfully rematerialized on the shelves in your workshop. Although judging from the recorded mass index, it weighs considerably less than it did before. Theoretically, it's possible that some of the parts were due to quantum displacement interference. They'll need replacing, of course. I also found a fascinating paper on the subject, but I can't get the printer to respond. Perhaps you could look into that. We did the printer. Well, final one press. Can you run a network diagnostics partial tool? Partial rematerialization may have affected the ability to connect to the internet, and I would hate to lose access to ViewTube. You see, I knew the prototype would work. It just needs a few adjustments. True, we did lose some of the machine, but matter transportation is a tricky business. You try having your atoms tossed around like a barrel of monkeys in a blender and see how well you can be put back together again. No, really, I'd like to start human trials as soon as we fix the minor glitch. Let me know if you'd be interested. No, that's okay. Okay, so he's missing, I see, a video card. And the power supply. I want to check the... Okay, the hard drive and the processor's missing. Okay. What a jackass. So this was a... I remember it being 3300. So 290, let's say 300. 2080. That's all about 1100. Kind of want to give him what he had back. 1100. We can go with a cheaper power supply. But let's see. We just subtract 80, so that's 1380, 1280, and I bet you that's exactly what we can spend on him. I don't know, we'll get a little bit of money back. Okay, so that should be roughly what he had in his machine. So I feel pretty good about that. Yeah. Okay. Need an EVGA Supernova 1600 T2 PSU, nothing less than the best. The AI is outputting a great deal of diagnostic data. Perhaps you could install Datamine for more efficient recording. And do make sure it runs. It's no good to me otherwise. The neural network is now processing and generating marketing data at an incredible rate. Operational capacity has reached 44% and is still climbing. No market will be impenetrable, no product unmarketable. We stand on the brink of a brave new world, and it's all thanks to my algorithm, but there is untappable capacity that cannot yet be reached. My departmental manager is a short-sighted fool. He doesn't see the algorithm the same way I do, and so it comes down to you. I expect you to make this your top priority. I must have 100% capacity. Okay, so he just wants this power supply, the Supernova 1600. So... and that's this guy right here. And then we've got to install stuff. All right. That's pretty straightforward. A GPU upgrade really helped. That GPU upgrade really helped with performance, but it only lasts for a minute and everything slows to a crawl again. I checked task manager and my browser is sitting at almost 100% memory usage. Some kind of memory leak. Can you make sure I have at least 16 gigs of RAM It won't stop the leak, but it might buy me enough time to find it, and I really can't emphasize how much this enough. My computer memory of choice has always been Corsair. I emailed DeWitt about the GPU usage and this memory issue, but he just said, works fine on my PC, lol. It's not the answer. How did this idiot get the job over our own web dev department? But there's still time. If I can look at the problem, maybe we can fix it. And hey, this actually loads now. It's a memory hog and it's hideous, but it does load. At this point, I'm calling it a win. Okay, so we want 16 gigs of memory. And it has to be Corsair. So let's just get him a 16 gig platinum and be done with it. I'm sure... See a lot of 8 gig. There we go. 16 gigs right there. And we'll get him the cheapest. Boom. Okay, so that'll be everything that we need. Let's take that dude's computer and put it over here. I believe it was him. And then we'll get it sorted out. So this is going to give us some really crummy RAM for whatever we want to use it for, but still better than nothing. Although it is 4,000 in speed, so that's debatable if it's really that bad. All right, let's go ahead and order all of this stuff. And then we start going down the line, so to speak, though semi-line, because we're gonna have to come back and grab this one. I might do it right away. All right. So it's Corsair just as he requested. So he sounds like he needs a maintenance of some sort. It says memory leak. That could be anything. So we're going to run everything just to be safe and make sure it's not like a hidden objective. So it shouldn't be a big deal. We're just going to run B-Linked, Byteback, Cleanit Pro, and Virus Scan. When really what's running slow, I think, is his hard. What makes it is probably making it run slow is the hard drive. But even then, that shouldn't really be what it is. But yeah, it is slow. To install, anyway. And that, I think, is really what we got going on here. And that was what I expected. So that's clearly not helping his problem, if this is what he means by slow. But pretty much we're done. And he's got the Corsair as he requested. This one's the power supply. It'd be nice, because this will give us a nice, strong, free power supply. Wait, that's what I just pulled out. God darn it. There it is. That giant ass thing. I believe he wanted something too. They always do. Could I install Datamine? and make sure it runs. Data mine. And will it run? We need to know if it runs. It could be a trap. One would think it should be able to. You did say that, right? $1,200. We spent almost that on the damn power supply, didn't we not? Okay, well, what does he need? He needs a 1060 minimum video card instead of this dinky 1050. So a 1060. Ooh. I know we're sitting on some video cards, but a 1060 I don't think we have. So it would have to be one of our nicer cards. Let's check this. I don't think this will work, but I want to check it anyway. Just so we can afford it. Yeah, but he needs 6 gigs, so that's not gonna fly. Alright, well, we'll put in the 1070 then and be done with it. And it should stay within the budget. Because I'm not putting in a 1080, so we have two 10s. Let me see here. Yeah, it would be this one here, I think. There, so it runs. And it saves us some money because we'll get money from the job, but we're not going to get a lot because it was only $1,200. And this rig is 1161, so we get less money but get to keep the hard drive. I get the video card. I don't really care because we don't have anything to put it in right now, so there's not really an urgency to do that. Alright, now this dude wanted cores diagnostics and diagnose and fix. So this one, we're going to give him what he originally had. He had this. And it's with the yellow cabling, so that should be good. He's got the memory, so it's processor. Network diagnostics. Just making sure. Yeah. Network diagnostics. And it's done. All right. I need 16 gigs, right? Now, technically, I could have used those, but those are nice compared to this, so this is what's going in. Alright. Wants Corsair. Replace whatever's missing. And then, okay, so this should be done. Simple enough. Let's make a save, because I'm sure I probably screwed something up. Always do. It was good, thanks. I'll have a look for that product key ASAP. Yes, yes, more power, more power! We made $39. Yeah, you can't expect to make money off these jobs that often. Excellent work. I'll prepare the machine for the next test. If I can better stabilize the discrete resampler, we should have no more vanishing components. Thanks for the help. Now it's up to me and my trusty memory profiler. All right. Those are all done. And look at that. We made off with a few more sticks of memory and a power supply. 2, actually. Nothing new in storage. We had to lose a video card and gain a piece of trash at the same time. We've got some low tier memory, and if we need to shove in when we need to shove in some low tier memory, 4 gigs, but it's at 4,000, so it's not the worst in the world. We got a ton of motherboards, a ton of cooling, and some a good supply of a healthy supply of processors. So yeah, it's getting there. We're making some progress. You're doing the Lord's work. No, not really. But anywho, let's make it a brand new day anyway. And see what we have in store. We got 4 more machines to work on and a broken printer. Who would have thunk? May as well go ahead and deal with that right now. There we go. And let's take a look. So we're selling off the new rigs that we've got. That whole row of rigs. That'll give us hopefully another 20 grand. I don't mind. But we are getting there, you guys. And maybe, just maybe, we'll spend 20 grand. We'll spend the money we make off of these computers and whatnot. We'll see. I haven't decided. I'm not quite sure. But we definitely still got more work to do and less time per se to do it in. And due to having a lot more to do, this is a good place for us to stop. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JackTarStudios for more live gaming action. Because when we come back, we're going to get another set of computers worked on and done. And then we're going to get them out of the shop. So with that said, thanks for stopping by, guys. We'll see you guys next time.